A high-scoring, fun, explosion, awesomeness, and too much Luka for anyone to handle tonight. Jazz fall to Lakers 143-135. Without Lauri Markkanen, the Jazz play the Lakers to the wire. We're talking about it next on POSTCAST. David Locke along with Ron Boone, and that was something, Ron. That was a fun game. Jazz, for the first time all year, lost a game. They led going in the fourth quarter. There's some things you can nitpick. I thought they let go of the rope. I thought Keyonte kind of lost his bearings for a few minutes in there where he tried to go one-on-one. But that was just a high-paced, fun game. Jazz played incredible offense, shot 60% for much of the night, missed too many free throws. You can harp on that, but this was an impressive, fun basketball game.
The fans got a chance to see some great basketball. I mean, great player basketball, meaning Luka and LeBron, Keyonte, Jazz hanging in there. For the most part, getting the type of shots and everything that they wanted in that first half, and they were making them, but it was the free throws that really kept the basketball game close, I thought, in that first half.
Let's go to the Jazz offense, because the Lakers come in, the last 10 games are 28th in the league defensively. They had allowed 100 defensive rating of 125 or more, 122 or more in 7 of their last 9. They allow 125 again tonight. So, I mean, that's now 8 of their last 10 games. They have allowed a disastrous defensive rating. They're still winning games. What did the Jazz do so well offensively to take advantage of the Lakers' defensive problems?
Well, there's a couple of players on their team that's not very good defensive players. Luka might be one of them. You put him in pick and roll, and you got one-on-one basketball, and you're as long as you're making him play defense, and then you have to, and they're trying to help out on him. We had some pretty good looks. Our 3-point shooting in that first half was off the charts. I mean, obviously the free throws, and it was in particular probably Nurkic, the only one that was not making the free throw, and Ace missed a couple there as well. But this could have been, if the Jazz would have made free throws, this could have probably been a huge advantage for the Jazz after the half.
I mean, it's kind of wild. You look up at the board right now. Both teams shot 53%. Jazz hit 5 more threes. The Jazz actually took more free throws than the Lakers, which nobody does. The one thing is the Jazz defense just does not force turnovers. And so the Lakers had 7 turnovers, and the Jazz had only had 13, which is good for the Jazz. Only have 13, but we just don't force turnovers with our defense. Yeah. And so therefore the Lakers end up getting a few more opportunities and kind of winning on the fringes, and then winning the ball game 143.
So let's look at the first half and think about the Jazz were 70% in that first quarter. I think they were like 65% at the half.
At the end of the first quarter, the Jazz were shooting 14 of 20. That is 70%. Ron Boone. At the halftime, the Jazz were 26 of 40. That is the same.
That's 70 or 65%, something like that. If I remember,
you got it perfect.
If you remember correctly. I mean, that is some very good shooting. Now, was that sustainable?
No.
So, and the Lakers just continue to wear you down. Luka just starts to show his skills, and LeBron all of a sudden he picks things up. But I don't think the Lakers are in a position where they can continue to just try to outscore teams, because that, for the most part, that's what they're doing right now.
All right, let's talk about the Jazz highlights. We'll talk about Luka here in a minute. Isaiah Collier, we've kind of touched for you and I. I think we're having the same experience. Like, he's been really, really good. Like, he has crossed over. Something happened, and he's playing as well as he's ever played, and is playing in a manner that this is how he's going to be an NBA player. Yeah. Like, this is the mold that Isaiah Collier is an NBA rotation player, impacts games positively. He's been a force defensively. He has been incredible offensively. He had 13 assists tonight. He ended up with 3 turnovers, I think, by the end of the night. He did take 12 shots, I think he finished with 18 points. Yeah. 18 points, 13 assists. Like, this was a big-time outing by Isaiah Collier.
Yeah. Now, film tells a lot. Now, you can watch film over and over and over and over, but if you don't change your game, respond to what you're seeing there on the film, listening to your coaches, you're going to be in that same rut all the time. So whatever switch was taken, and then I know the most noticeable thing for us is that he's using his speed.
Yeah. His first half, we've talked about this sometimes, but his first half in Memphis, he is horizontal with everything he does. He's not impactful. He's just out there, as you like to say. And we did not think he was coming back in the game in the second half of that game.
No.
Will Hardy in the press conference, when I asked him about it, basically said, yeah, it might have been on me. Like we changed some spacing and did some things. He had thrown 2 cross-court passes that were intercepted, and he gave him another shot. And I don't know what happened in that halftime, but the guy who came back out for the second half in Memphis is the guy we've now seen for 10 straight quarters, and that is a completely different player. This is how he has to play.
Yeah, without a doubt, because he has some flaws. Not a good perimeter shooter, and not a good three-point shooter. I mean, that type of thing. So his game is speed, driving to the basket, and if he ever gets to the point where he is, I can't remember what his free throw percentage is right now, but if the free throws 80% maybe.
I mean, there are two or three things in this game right now, if we're being totally fair, that have to get better. So he's got to figure out some floater games if he doesn't get to the rim.
Right.
Which he tried one tonight. He's got to make. I think he's 3 of 7 from the free throw line tonight, wasn't he?
Well, let's take a look. I got a stat sheet right here, David.
He's got to make free throws.
He was 5 for 7.
Oh, 5 for 7. Okay,
yeah,
so he's 5 for 7. So that's fine.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he'll ever be a 3-point shooter, and so that'll limit him from being a starting guard in the NBA. But if he does all these other things well, then this is a script by which he can play.
And then you throw in the defense. I mean, if he turns into that dog.
He won the game for us against Dallas defensively. He made so many plays when I went back and watched that fourth quarter.
So that's the type of player that going forward, he can have longevity in the league. Look at LaMarcus Smart.
Smart. It's probably a very good comp, right? That's the comp on who he needs to be. Yeah. I was surprised tonight that Kyle Filipowski did not have a bigger impact. Now I looked at the box score, finished with 13 rebounds, so maybe. But I thought this was going to be a good Kyle Filipowski night. I don't know. I'd be interested to know what happened and why he didn't have an. I didn't feel like he had an impact. Now he had 13 rebounds, so I'm not going to criticize this night. But he's just been playing so well recently. I thought this was a night we're going to see another one of our second-year players kind of step forward.
Yeah, we'd probably have to watch film as well, because he wasn't there offensively. But obviously, looking at the stat sheet, he did get 13 rebounds, but 27 minutes, if I remember. Yeah, 27 minutes.
All right. Ace Bailey had one of his better nights. What did you see at Ace tonight? 19.
Yeah, and again, I know we keep harping on his skills and how good he is at seeing the floor, and but he's just this far away, David. You know how I say that golf is a margin of error, how good you can be. That's where I think he's at right now. Just a margin of error out there on the floor of being, and maybe 2 months from now, he will be that player.
Here's the one thing I say about Ace Bailey. I'm sure Jazz fans don't love this. We actually don't care what Ace Bailey looks like till like October of 2027. That's his third year in the league, right?
Okay.
Like that. So he's short and he's got to get these things done. It doesn't have to happen tomorrow. It'd be nice if it happens in a month or two, but if it does that, it's fine. It's got to happen by October 2027.
Okay, here's an example. His skill level, his first year in the league, is it better than Keyonte?
Oh my gosh, it's
so much better.
Yeah.
So much better. So
Ronnie Price's comments on our broadcast tonight was like, "Oh, he's awesome. He's unbelievable. Fans are going to love this kid. He's going to be their most favorite player they've ever had in their whole life."
So having said that, the level that he can be his third year in the league, what Keyonte has jumped to his third year.
I want to know. I don't want to get too carried away, but I want him to be Jason Tatum in his third year. And Jason Tatum in his third year, I think, finished 10th in MVP voting.
Well, I agree there. And all I was trying to do was give the leap. From there to there. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about Luka for a second. 45 points, 11 rebounds, 14 assists, 10th time he's done a 40-point triple-double. First time he's ever done it with 5 steals.
So, David, as great as he is, the complaints that I get and that we see, he just cries and he complains. But is he working the officials, or is he that's his DNA as far as a basketball player is concerned?
What's interesting is because for a long time he was a joyous player. And he was always laughing and having fun. And I think his talking with the crowd, he was having. So I don't know what I think about. I do know this. I think there's 3 different discussions. He's just unbelievable offensive player.
Yes, he is.
The way I describe him is his disc jockey who's playing a record and he's record scratching the whole time. And so he plays in this manner that's so unnatural that anytime a player against him tries to predict what he's going to do, they end up fouling him because he's in complete control, on balance at all times, usually with his feet on the floor and ball faking, doing this, slowing down, stopping, doing, and you just can't guard that. And so you foul him all the time. So he takes 20 free throws.
Yeah. He's averaging 12 a game, almost 13 a game. You
can decide what you think of that. That's genius. Yeah. Like, I'm not in on the argument on that. Like, I don't get that argument. He's genius. He's so talented, so big, so strong, such touch, such vision. So that's genius. That's basketball genius. And it's unguardable. And it's not that he's getting calls. It's like we talked about this. His most common play is that he'll pump fake, fade back, pump fake, and then he steps into you. It's just totally legal, totally brilliant. But you also have to be good enough to be back and then still come forward, which is what he can do. The complaining of the officials all the time. You want my honest take on this? He's kicking your ass, and so it pisses you off. But I actually think it's not that big. I actually just think he's kicking your ass.
Yeah, but again, that's just a complaint that I get.
Yeah, because he's kicking everyone's ass.
He's kicking everybody's butt.
Right? I should say butt, but like it's not actually we can't. It's Locke and Jets, doesn't matter. Yeah. And it's 11 o'clock at night because we had 77,000 free throws tonight.
It's after 10 o'clock. The news will be off.
All right, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, who are your? So that's my take. If I'm being totally honest, like, that's my chocolate. Don't steal it. This is the greatest chocolate ever. Let me tell you guys something. I usually share everything with you. If I have a great product, I find something I think's really neat, I share it with you. I will never, ever, ever show you the other side of this wrapper because it's really hard to find, and I buy all of them. I literally walk into the one store in America where it's sold. This is true, right, Ron? And I buy every box in the entire place.
No, it's two stores because you got one in Portland.
No.
There's a store in Portland, isn't it?
No.
New
York, Chicago, LA.
Okay.
And JFK Airport now. But that's a smaller version.
Yeah. You did share one time with me.
I did. Yeah. And all right.
Okay.
By the way, I just want to point out one last thing. One of the people in our chat room said practice free throws. Actually, that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Don't practice free throws because then you make them start to think about the fact that they missed all of them.
Well, and
it wasn't lack of practice of why you missed them.
So, and we always discuss this. You look at the career stats.
Right.
You are who you are.
Here's what happened with our free throws tonight. Truly, here's what happened. We got unlucky. Like, it's just like we'll end up shooting every other night for the rest of the year. We'll shoot a certain correct number. We just got unlucky. Like Nurkic will shoot his career number from the free throw line this year, like he always does. And tonight will be the night where he had a bunch of misses.
Yeah. Career 50 something, I think. And last year was a 66. So you are who you are.
It's literally, we're just playing small sample size theater and the heads came up the wrong side a bunch of times. That's literally what happens on free throws. It's actually nothing. I know the most boring take ever on that, but it's literally what happened. All right. Lacey, I do love you. You just don't get my chocolate. I mean, like, there's a limit to our love.
It's one thing he doesn't share, and he only shared it with me once. So what makes you think you're going to get some of this?
Exactly. Okay. Ron Boone, who are your Jazz notes tonight?
Okay, I have, even though Nurkic missed, I was questionable with him, but I got Bailey, I got George, and I got Collier. Now I need help. Nurkic or Filipowski? What do you think?
I'm going to probably be unfair to Kyle and not give him a note tonight because somehow I just thought he wasn't very good, and I think I might have been wrong. Like, I'll be curious to ask a coach. I just thought he didn't have his – I might have had expectations for Filipowski tonight in a way that I haven't had before. I just really thought he was going to have a good night tonight. I thought he could beat I thought Hashimura is such a bad defender, and they would get matched up, and he would be able to take advantage of that a little bit. He never did.
So Nurkic.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
This guy says, Luka pisses me off like Harden. Right, because you know what Harden's doing to you?
Yeah.
Have a great night, everybody. I apologize if that was offensive to anyone. It's just the truth. See you.